Our next guest is really, truly a New York original. We know him from TV classics like Taxi and Who's the Boss.
I'm Tony Maselli. I'm here about the job.
Oh, I'm sorry. There must be a mistake. This job is for a housekeeper.
That's me, Mr. Goodmop.
And most recently, from The Good Cop on Netflix and Hulu's There's Johnny.
If they could see me now, my little dusty crew.
This man of many talents can also sing and dance with the best of them. However, as much as Tony Danza does on stage and in front of the camera, he does a whole lot off camera with organizations such as the Police Athletic League and its teen acting program.
As long as I'm singing, there's a bell.
As a 12-year-old, Tony Danza was a part of the PAL, and as an adult, he is a major champion. Everyone, please welcome actor, singer, entrepreneur, and change maker, Mr. Tony Danza!
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I mean it. First of all, I just love that I'm on the list. The old list. Holy cow. No, this is great. I want to just say before we say anything, good morning and everything, and thank you for having me. But I just want to thank you. You know, this is a continuation of what I've been feeling. You know, I watched the ball games over the weekend because PAX had the Yankees and the Mets, and they were promos for the show, for our appearance and for the talent show. So thank you, WPIX, for treating me so nice.
Someone was texting me about it, saying about Tony Danza being on the show in the morning. I was like, yes, he is. But before we even get into anything, sir, I see you're at home. Do you have any leftover cake? Because you had a big birthday, and I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, well, there was no cake
for
that birthday. That birthday's a crooked number, OG. That's not even fair. No, I did. I turned 70.
No, you did. Let me tell you, you are the best looking 70-year-old I have seen. And let me just say, kudos on the silver fox look, because you are pulling it off, mister.
Yeah, well, the pandemic has a devastating effect on my hair color.
It is not devastating. I say it's dashing, and we love it.
So much. Well, this is it. This is the way it is.
We're not complaining. Any way you present it to us, we'll take it because we love you anyway. And you know a thing or two about talent, whether it's on screen, off screen, virtual, which brings us to the virtual talent show for a cause that is so near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, you know, I'm a board member for the Police Athletic League for almost 6 years, and we started. And by the way, just let me say about PAL. I'm a PAL kid. I was 12 years old in East New York and Brooklyn when the cop on the beat on Fulton Street strongly suggested that I give PAL a try. And so it's always been in my life. I boxed for them in the New York City Golden Gloves when I was a kid as well. And so, you know, it is a really terrific organization that serves well over 30,000 kids in New York City, from Head Start all the way to college. And we have started a teen acting program that has become a real integral part of PAL's programming. And out of it sprung something called the Cops and Kids Chorus, which is our take on the Harlem Boys Choir. It even has the same cadence. And we've sung it at Yankee Stadium, Citi Field on 9/11, Giant Stadium. You know, we've been on Rachel Ray. So but what's great about it is to see the cops and the kids interacting and building a relationship that in a lot of ways, you see, you know, acting is so great because you develop when you do it. You know, that's why the slogan of the program is acting, teen acting, because when you teach a kid how to act, you teach a kid how to act. Oh. And it's very hard when you're working together to miss each other's humanity. And so we had so much success with that I decided, and I'll be honest with you, I should have talked to the kids about this before I decided, but I decided a Cops versus Kids talent show.
I heard,
and it's been exciting. We got a bunch of police officers.
Wait, here's the even great part. So you have the Cops versus Kids. You have some very special guests joining you for the judging event.
Oh yeah, well I'll get to that. Let me
how do we get involved too? Because this is exciting.
Okay, so it's all right. So first of all, it's a contest. There's a team trophy. There's individual prizes. Except the cops can't take anything. So if they win, they win. I'll take them to dinner. They win me. It's not the greatest prize, but there is food.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be a team trophy. You know what else? I'm thinking about challenging the fire department and then bringing on the sanitation department.
Ooh.
So this could be something that goes on and on. If you want to get involved, it's you go to NYC.org, and you'll see event, and you can get on there. And here's the other thing. I sort of volunteered my friends from Taxi, my castmates, and they came through. I thought I'd get a couple of them, but all of them, Mary Lou Hennard, Carol Kane, Judd Hirsch, Christopher Lloyd, and who else? And Danny DeVito. They're all going to be there.
Yeah, and you see, you're acting surprised, but we're not. You are Mr. Tony Danza. You're the boss. So I'm sorry. When you call, it's a testament to who you are as a person. So when you call up your friends because you're great to them, they're great to you, and they show up to make this happen.
I want to tell you something. This harkens back to something. When I first got on Taxi, there was a bunch of actors who'd been knocking around a long time. They finally got this great show. It's going to be on after the #1 show on TV. The greatest writers, Jim Brooks and all those people from Mary Tyler Moore. Oh, but there's one thing. We got this fighter in New York. He's never acted before. We're going to put him in the show. And they welcomed me with open arms. And it's the same kind of thing they did for this. So they're just a great bunch of people. Wonderful, wonderful people.
You are a wonderful person, sir. And I wish I could have more time to talk baseball with you because I got better.
Oh, yeah.
I told you I have gotten better. I don't think the bases are called pillows. I don't think the catch. I now know the catcher's the guy that wears the cage, because I used to say the guy that wears the cage on the face is a catcher, not the one that falls again.
You're making progress.
I'm making progress. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna make progress to be a PA announcer like Marisol Castro, who you've probably met before in your baseball.
Yes, and she's very good too, by the way.
Amazing. Anyway, she's talented when it comes to baseball and a whole bunch of other things. You're talented when you're on screen, on stage, wherever. We can't wait to see you on stage again, especially now that Broadway is open and everything's back to normal.
Let me just say before I go, Pal needs the help. We have been able to keep the programs going all through this pandemic. And the kids need stuff like this because what it does is offers another perspective, something else that, other than what they're seeing every day. It really makes a difference. We have almost 30 kids in college out of the program, by the way. So we're really seeing benefits and great outcomes. So help us. We need help.
Well, you are New York's very own. Pix 11 is New York's very own. We've got your back no matter what, Mr. Danza. So everyone, if you can hear my loud voice, join Tony Danza and some very special guests for a virtual talent show to support the Police Athletic League's teen acting program. Festivities kick off at 7 p.m. this Thursday night. And you can
very good.
Right? And you can go to PalNYC.org.
I got a little tiny bit of talent that I'm going to expose of my own.
What?
That I've never done before.
We are going to be there. Get tickets, support the organization. We will see you there, Mr. Danza. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. Hope to see you in person soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.